Hi guys, Berry Babe here checking in. I'm incognito today because I didn't sleep last night at all. And this is going to be a real graphic TMI, so if you're going to get grossed out, this probably will be real interesting to people who had RNY, but other than that, I think I killed the Whoosh Fairy. I was down 3.6 today. Yesterday I was 157.4, today I was 153.8. Now before you get excited, I have to tell you why I had such a drastic drop. Yesterday I told you that I got watermelon stuck. Well, I didn't get watermelon stuck. I got this pill stuck. And I didn't manage to get, it's a zinc. It's just one of the supplements I take. I try to get everything in a capsule or in a small round. And this one goes down hard. I used to be able to do a whole handful at one time, but since the RNY, since my band, I can't, there's not enough air displacement to get them down. So 5 o'clock this morning, I finally managed to get that up. And speaking of Ritz crackers, I literally was awake. I did go out and walk. I did 4 circuits. And it was cooler last night, and it was kind of nice, and I kept thinking, do I need to just come over here in the dark and download? But it's not easy. I'm not one that can make myself download unless I'm too full, and so I have to wait till it gets to a certain level, and so it's getting graphic. Saliva is very thick, and so about 4 o'clock in the morning, I thought, the thought of putting any more liquid down there, I had eaten some watermelon, and I had taken my tablets. I had a little bit of a Quest bar, but I had done watermelon, or I had done my protein. Well, I don't know if any of the protein sifted through, but after that, I pretty much couldn't get anything down. I managed to download some of it, but we went to, it was very, very warm here yesterday, so we ran out and went to McDonald's and sat for a little while, and I put on my earbuds and listened to vlogs. And he got me an iced tea. My husband got me an iced tea, but I didn't take a sip because I didn't have any room. So that loss today, no food, no hydration, no even saliva going in. So I expect tomorrow after I rehydrate that I'll be up 2 pounds at least. So, but back to the Ritz crackers. I had one little stack pack roll in the box up on the top of the armoire. And about 4 o'clock I thought, damn, if I'm going to keep throwing up, this is bulimic behavior. If I'm going to keep throwing up, I'm going to eat those Ritz crackers. I'll get them out of here. And sometimes putting something in that's solid gives you more, I don't know, to come out. And I cracked open a caffeine-free Diet Coke, and I had half the pack. And then I got rid of it. And then I ate the other half, and then I was able to get rid of all of it. And it was like, thank God. By then it was 5 in the morning. So I had just kind of drifted off. I hadn't been able to take any of my evening go to sleep pills. You know, I do like Benadryl. And I hadn't done my HCG sublingual PM because I just couldn't put one more thing in my, even though it's under my tongue and there's really not much, I just couldn't face putting one more drop of liquid in my mouth at that point. So the Ritz crackers are gone, and I didn't have any consequences from them. I had tried some yogurt later on because I thought maybe later, after we came back from McDonald's where I didn't eat anything, I really wasn't called to eat anything, and they have breakfast all the time now, and that's so hard for me. But I didn't have room for anything, so I was starting, early this morning, I was starting to panic because I have a hiatal hernia. And I've had, since I had, in April when I had my breast lift, I had one At 1 week I had one stuck, something, I don't know what it is. And in the meantime, I've had one other thing stuck. And those have gone down. This one came back up. But it's just so tiny. It's like if it gets, and I have a couple that are shaped, not round, and if it goes down just exactly right and hits, and it's kind of, when it gets wet, it's just a little bit tacky, gritty. So it kind of lodged in there. So I didn't have to go to the emergency room. It's like, I don't want endoscopy, and I don't want emergency surgery, and I don't. So it wasn't that I picked out and scarfed watermelon. It was that I maybe wasn't quite as careful with my pills. Although I think yesterday this one did get caught, and I had to drink and drink and drink and drink to get it out of the back of my throat. So maybe it just slid far enough. So that's really what I'm about today. I managed to fall asleep dozing about 6:30, and then my daughter texted me. She's going back to college, and I've been after her to get an airfare because I don't want to pay $250 from here to DC. And so then we started back and forth, and I managed to doze off once again, but then the other daughter texted me. She just had her engagement pictures done. So maybe I'll insert one when the real ones come back. But I am very weary, and I'm very thin. We have a huge mirror over the bathroom, and every time when I would go in there, it'd be like, yeah, I got these, no fat under my eyes. I just look really haggard. So I need to put a little more moisture in me before I decide what I'm going to do. It would be nice if tomorrow morning when I got up I was 155. But I know I'm going to have a gain tomorrow. There's no way that I would have that I would even be goose egg. So I'm fine with that. When I saw 153, it was like, huh? And I had to go out, and I made a note in my brain to come back in and log at my phone. And then it was like, well, did it say 163? Because I was noticing my feet were, I couldn't do my evening protein. And if I don't do 2 proteins, I tend to swell, and with it being so humid. So my feet and my lower part of my legs looked like they were a little dusky. And having been diabetic and being older and having cold feet, I think from hypothyroidism, but it just concerned me a little bit. And I thought, oh, I don't want to go to the emergency room and get an IV because I can't get anything down. So I don't think I'm going anywhere. I don't think I'm going to be drawn to eat anything. My usual things are yogurt with strawberries and an apple. And I did my last night's protein first thing this morning. And I did crack a Coke, because a Diet Coke, caffeine-free Diet Coke, because that goes down. It's thinner than water. I don't know how they do that. I look at the water and it's like, oh, that just seems heavy. Diet Coke. So that usually makes me hold fluid, so that probably is a good thing today, even though I've been trying not to drink it. So I'm anxiously waiting for my Fitbit. I have an old one somewhere that's a clip-on, and I said I was going to dig around and see if I can find it. I never was very successful at making it work. And I'm not sure how much of a competitor I'm going to be, but I have started putting in my customized food, nuts and my pistachios and almonds and cashews, and I poured some pork rinds. And I was wondering, I got that Kerrygold, it's Irish grass-fed butter, and for my bulletproof coffee, and I got the unsweetened for that, unsalted for that, but I got the salted. I thought, well, if I'm going to have butter, I should have the good stuff. And I don't really like pork rinds, but these are teeny little ones, And I was wondering, bad habit I got from one of my girlfriends when I was in the 6th grade. When you have popcorn, you take a piece of popcorn and you run it down the stick of butter and you eat it. Well, I wonder if I took one of those teeny little pork rind cracklings and ran it down that Kerrygold and then ate it, if that would work. Because I have to do a lot of fat. Well, not that much fat. I haven't actually started trying to plan a meal yet. I've ordered some collagen protein, and I don't know what the carbs are on that. And I'll do my Gene Pro in the morning, and because that has less than 1 carb, and probably the collagen at night, because I've been watching some of the reviews on the different collagen proteins, and it's believed that that's a good thing to have at night to help rebuild. So I'm kind of looking forward to maybe getting my skin hydrated. Somebody's coming in. Oh, that's the youngest with the big car. So that's all I have for now. Hopefully tomorrow I'll be up, but I'll be fine. I just hope I'm feeling better. So that's all for now. Bye-bye.